This is the Mesker Park Zoo and Botanic Garden. Besides Franklin Street, this is the best place to view wildlife in Evansville. Founded in 1928 from a cash gift of $25,000 from George Mesker, the zoo is home to hundreds of animals from around the globe. Birds.
Are you a pretty bird?
Cats. Goats. Whatever the heck this thing is, this place has got it all. Bring the fam. Go paddle boating. Check out the gift shop. Or, when your acting teacher Eric cancels class unexpectedly, take a field trip.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
The zoo.
We're at the zoo!
I like the zoo. It's silly, fun, and unexpected. Kind of like my guest today, Mr. Paul Weimer. Paul is an assistant professor of theater and the scenic designer for the USI main stage shows, as well as New Harmony Theater. As if that weren't enough fun all by itself, he has had an amazing career in New York City and has been mentioned in not one,
Ben, Paul,
but 2 Tony Award speeches.
But most of all, my associate, Paul Weimer, who goes to the top of the class and gets a gold star. Thank you.
I think it might just be fair to call him the celebrity of the department. Hi, I'm Parker Dean, and this is Faculty at Places Talking About Things. Now, due to the cult of personality that surrounds Paul, I showed up early to make sure I was on time to meet him. I anxiously awaited his arrival.
Hello.
Is this Mr. Weimer?
It is, Parker.
How are you, Paul?
I'm fine. Did you see my email? I'm driving to the zoo now.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I hope you're ready to go out and check the animals. We're gonna see some monkeys, we're gonna see some birds, and possibly some otters, Paul. I hope you're excited.
I can barely contain myself. Yes.
Sounds good. I'll see you soon. We'll meet you out front. Paul! It's good to see you. Sorry I parked so close. You wanna go check out some student audits? Let's go. So you're originally from Ohio, is that right?
Yeah, I'm from Ohio, from Northwest Ohio, from a little town called Ada. And I went to the college in that town called Ohio Northern University.
Where your parents were, is that right?
That's right. My father was a teacher and my mom was a librarian.
Yeah.
And then I went to apply to different graduate schools, and I ended up at the University of Wisconsin in Madison.
So you floated around the Midwest for a minute.
A bit, yeah. And then in the summers, I was working at different summer theaters all over Illinois, Massachusetts, California, and Maine.
You're a traveled man, Paul.
So I do a lot, and that's why and I got so much out of working in the summers, and that's why I try to push students to really leave Evansville.
I have to be honest. I don't know what animal you consider yourself, but I think I would consider you a giraffe.
Well, I like giraffes.
You're close enough to be relatable. You're regal.
And yet a little nerdy.
And a little nerdy, yes.
I like them.
Look at him. What animal would you consider yourself?
I think it depends on the time of day.
Okay, in the morning. In the morning, what animal are you? When you get up?
Like a sloth, probably. But that doesn't last very long. I have a cup of tea, and then then I become like a sort of monkey.
A monkey?
Yeah.
Bouncing off the wall?
A bit. By
around.
afternoon, yeah. Just juggling. A lot of juggling things, people, appointments.
Yeah.
Hello.
Looking at you, Paul.
Hello.
You're a busy man, Paul Weimer.
I keep busy. Keep busy.
Yo.
So tell me about New York City, Paul. What'd you do there?
Right out of graduate school, I moved to New York City. One of my friends that I'd been in school with in Madison had moved there the year before, and she was doing pretty well, and working for a well-known designer, set designer. And I thought, well, I'll try it for a year or two, maybe a couple. And then, because I had no dream of moving to New York.
You got bitten by the New York bug?
Well, you get there, one thing happens and another thing happens, and you start working, and you think, well, I'll stay a little longer and see what happens. And then I was there for 30 years. And the thing about working there is that, in one way, doing a show on Broadway is really no different than doing a show in your high school or in college. One of my friends used to say, it's all a school play. And in a way, it's true. You sort of do the same process, you have the same group of people that do kind of the same jobs, and there's never enough time, and there's not enough money.
I remember you saying that in my freshman class, there's never enough money for your shows.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Starbucks, huh? How many times a day?
Twice, generally.
Generally twice a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Starbucks, man.
It is.
So in New York, that's where you met your partner Greg, right?
Yes, that's right.
And this is such a cute story. Please tell me how you met.
Well, years ago, I signed up for a two-step dance class. This would be the type of music, kind of dance you would do for country western music, which I wasn't a real big fan of, but I'd seen this flyer for this dance instruction school that had a whole gay and lesbian section that was their focus. It wasn't really to meet people, it was to learn this two-step dance, and then I could go to a bar or a club and meet people, right? So I signed up for this class. It's like 4 weeks, and there's another guy in the class, and because of the way the class is, you get partnered with different people, but there weren't that many people, so I got partnered with him a lot. And we were talking, and eventually we went out. Sort of the class ended, and we went out, started dating, and then we sort of been together for now about 13 years, and we've never gone two-step dancing. We never go to a bar, but I guess it accomplished what it was supposed to.
It was supposed to. You met somebody.
So I met somebody,
you go.
but you never really know. That's, I guess, an example of you kind of have to take chances and do things and just not worry about what the results are, because you can't always predict them. That's why I like a place like a zoo or a museum or anything that takes me out of my normal office or theater.
I wanted to give you a vacation, Paul.
Well, thank you.
I hope
this might be it for the year. So,
you worked on, many famous Broadway shows. What are a couple? You worked on the original run of Phantom of the Opera, right?
Yeah, I worked on the original Phantom and like three or four subsequent companies of it.
That's fantastic.
And Spamalot and Shrek, and then of course more recently The Curious Incident of the Dog and Pony.
When they brought Curious Incident over to the United States, you were on the OG original run of that show. You were on the team.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was a really fantastic experience, not just from a design point of view, but I actually was sitting in rehearsal a lot, and normally the designer's in rehearsal with the director a lot, but she couldn't be. She was in London doing another show. She said, you have to go to rehearsal for me. Okay. At first I thought, oh, do I really have to? And then I started doing it. It was so fascinating to see the director work, and it just made me love the show even more. And I just think it's a great story, and that's when I get bogged down in tutorials, I have to just remember it's a great story. How can you tell it?
So tell me about USI.
A few years ago, I was looking for a teaching job, and I wanted to sort of get out of New York and have a real life, or what I thought was real life. I was looking at different schools, and USI was looking for a scene designer, which is what I am. And I like the job because I use a lot of different skills. And I really have found that I enjoy teaching. Probably because I grew up around teachers. My parents were teachers in university, So I grew up on college campuses, so I know what it's like.
Zoo, it's your natural habitat.
Yeah, I guess it's my natural habitat.
College
It just took me 30 years to find it.
Yeah.
Which I hope it would make a difference in every student's life.
If there's anybody to make a difference, it's Paul Weimer. Right? Tell me about which lab you're in, because the new chillins coming in, they're going to want to know where they can find Mr. Paul Weimer.
Well, part of my job is to supervise the painting, scene painting, and stage properties labs.
Yep.
I enjoy supervising the students do it, and sometimes I have to stop myself from doing it all myself, and because of course they're there to get the shows done, but also teach.
Yes.
And because it is an extension of teaching, and so I
It's
try
that fine line of getting a show done, but also teaching.
and that can be frustrating
Kids,
sometimes because I need to find ways to get things done efficiently and yet still have people know why we're doing things, and so they can do them again. No, it's just, you get involved in one show, it's hard to focus on the next thing, but you always have to. That's the theater.
That's the theater.
You just have to keep going. And what I try to get students to realize is that it's really taking the whole world because you're putting the whole world on stage, potentially. And to try to find ways to do that. And in order to do that, you kind of have to experience the world firsthand. As they say, death is easy, but comedy is hard. And,
I like that. Death is easy, comedy is hard.
Yeah.